Dear beloved, reality is a projector that displays whatever film you place inside it. This is a precise instruction about your authority. Reality is the screen only shows what the film contains. The film is your projections, your beliefs, your emotional tone and your silent expectations. The projector is your mind. And the light passing through the film is consciousness. Most people attempt to change the screen. Just use your mental controls to change the film. A relaxed mind, the alpha brain wave state, approximately 7 to 14 Hz, is the editing room. In ordinary waking consciousness, beta, thought is noisy and fragmented. In deep sleep, delta, awareness is absent. But in alpha brain waves, you are relaxed yet aware. It is the narrow bridge where imagination becomes instruction. In this state, the mind is open, less resistant, more impressionable, more creative. Alpha is both input and output. When you enter alpha brain waves and visualize deliberately, using the mental screen, you are inserting a new frame into the projector. You are programming. The mind accepts vivid repetition as directive. What you impress in alpha brain waves becomes the template through which reality is filtered and organized. Alpha is also receptive. In this state, insight rises more easily. Solutions appear whole. Intuition becomes audible. This is expanded awareness. Whether one frames it psychologically or spiritually, alpha brain waves reduces internal interference so that deeper intelligence can surface. In modern language, some call this sending a signal to the quantum field. It's just reduced resistance. The principle is the same. The clearer and calmer the internal frequency, the cleaner the signal. Alpha is the signal. When the mind is calm and directive, the projection stabilizes. Reality begins organizing around your coherence. Mental control, then, is control over the internal cinema. A technique to relax is to count backward, which train the nervous system to associate numbers with descent into calm. A slight upward gaze with closed eyes also encourages the brain toward relaxed awareness. These are conditioning processes. You teach your brain to enter the editing room on command. And here is the deeper contemplation, since reality is a projector, and the screen is responsive. Then the film can be replaced. Your internal mental state is the template life reads from. To master alpha brain waves is to step behind appearances and sit in the operator's chair. It is to recognize that what you rehearse internally becomes what you encounter externally. Because perception selects, emotion energizes, and expectation organizes behavior and opportunity. You quiet the mind. You enter alpha brain waves. You rewrite the film. And the projector, faithful and neutral, displays what you have chosen to impress upon it. As you relax and count down slowly, feel yourself entering alpha brain waves, the calm control room of the mind. And as the body softens further, you drift even deeper, into theta brain waves, where the film is not only viewed but rewritten. In theta brain waves, imagination is not effort. It is imprint. Imagine the screen of reality completely blank. No past scenes playing. No old stories looping. As your mind slows into theta brain waves, you recognize something powerful. The screen has never resisted you. It has only displayed what was inserted. Now you choose deliberately. Alpha brain waves is the signal, theta brain waves is the ink. Alpha is where you give instruction. Theta brain waves is where the instruction is absorbed. As you drift deeper, your subconscious opens like soft clay. What you imagine now is etched without resistance. You are not forcing reality. You are updating the film. The quantum stillness as your breathing slows, thoughts stretch farther apart. In this spaciousness, you sense a field, responsive, neutral, waiting. Theta brain waves is the quiet frequency where the signal carries cleanly. You imagine clearly. You feel it gently. And the field reflects it faithfully. Emotional encoding in this deeper state, logic relaxes. Emotion becomes the language. See the scene you desire. Now feel it as already natural. Theta brain waves absorbs feeling faster than words. And the projector responds to emotional tone. The editing room, imagine stepping behind the projector. You see the old film strip labeled limitations. You calmly remove it. In theta brain waves, replacement is easy. You insert the new film labeled aligned outcome. The screen cannot help but change. The three-finger anchor, bring your thumb, index, and middle fingers together gently. This touch reminds your nervous system, you know how to enter alpha brain waves. You know how to drift into theta brain waves. Each time you use this anchor, you drop faster, deeper, smoother. Mental control becomes natural. The 20-degree gaze descent with eyes closed, allow your gaze to lift slightly upward. Alpha awakens. Now let the eyes soften further, as if melting backward into the mind. Theta brain waves opens like a quiet lake. The surface is calm. Whatever image you place upon it reflects without distortion. Resistance dissolves. Notice how in theta brain waves there is no arguing. No inner debate. Just receptivity. The new belief does not have to fight the old one. It simply replaces it. From effort to imprint in beta, you try. In alpha brain waves, you direct. In theta brain waves, you become. Allow the scene you want to experience to feel ordinary, expected, normal. When it feels normal inside, it becomes probable outside. The light behind the film, visualize a steady white light shining through the film. The light never changes. Only the film does. Your consciousness is the light. Your mental state is the film. As theta brain waves deepens, you adjust the film gently and precisely. The signal strengthens in silence. The quieter your mind becomes, the stronger your signal. Theta brain waves is not forceful. It is coherent. Imagine your desired reality broadcasting calmly, steadily, without strain. Coherence draws reflection. Rehearsal becomes reality in this state. Rehearsal is programming. See the scene from within your own eyes. Hear the sounds. Feel the emotional completion. Theta brain waves registers rehearsal as experience. And the projector prepares the matching scene. The neutral screen principle. The screen has no opinion. It does not judge the film. As you drift deeper, you understand, reality is not opposing you. It is mirroring you. So you adjust the internal tone to calm certainty. And the reflection reorganizes. The return with control. Before returning to waking awareness, affirm internally, I can enter alpha brain waves at will. I can drift into theta brain waves with ease. My inner film is under my direction. When you count upward, you bring this skill with you. The projector continues running. But now you are conscious of the film. And the more often you enter this depth, the easier it becomes for imagination to become reflection. Emotional stillness creates mental stillness. Begin by noticing your emotions without trying to change them. As you allow them space, they begin to soften. When emotions relax, thoughts slow. And as thoughts slow, you drift naturally from beta into alpha brain waves, and from alpha brain waves into the deeper calm of theta brain waves. The film clears when the emotional tension releases. The calm screen. Imagine the screen of reality completely neutral, blank and patient. Now imagine your emotions as the die on the film strip. As your breathing slows, the die becomes lighter, smoother, more coherent. Calm emotion produces a clear projection. The emotional signal alpha is the signal. Emotion is the amplifier. As your feelings settle into calm certainty, the signal becomes clean. The quantum field responds not to strain, but to coherence. Let your emotional tone become steady and warm. Softening the solar center. Bring awareness to your midsection. If there is tightness there, breathe into it gently. As the gut relaxes, the emotional body relaxes. As the emotions relax, the mind slides downward into theta brain waves naturally. You do not force depth. You allow it. Releasing resistance. Any resistance you feel is simply emotional contraction. Notice it. Breathe into it. Let it loosen. When resistance dissolves, alpha brain waves stabilizes. When alpha brain waves stabilizes, theta brain waves opens. The film becomes editable. Emotional neutrality as power. Calm does not mean passive. Calm means controlled. As your emotions become balanced, you gain mental control, not over others, but over your internal projection. You choose the tone. The screen reflects it. From reaction to direction. Notice how reactive emotions keep the film looping. Now imagine stepping back from reaction. You shift from reacting to directing. Alpha engages. Theta brain waves deepens. You edit instead of replay. Emotional coherence. Imagine your heart and mind synchronizing like two instruments tuning together. When emotion and thought agree, the signal strengthens. In this harmony, the film stabilizes. Reality reflects harmony more easily than chaos. The gentle drift. As your emotions become softer, your thoughts stretch farther apart. The spaces between thoughts widen. In those spaces, theta brain waves waits. There is no effort here. Only descent through relaxation. Emotional permission. Give yourself permission to feel calm even before circumstances change. This is mental control. You are not waiting for the screen to improve before relaxing. You relax first, and the film improves. Rewriting through feeling. Now imagine the desired scene, not intensely, but gently. Let yourself feel how it would feel if it were already stable. Emotionally rehearse calm success. Theta brain waves encodes feeling as instruction. Dissolving urgency. Urgency tightens emotion. Tight emotion distorts the film. As you breathe, urgency dissolves into quiet expectancy. Expectation without tension is powerful. The emotional reset. Close your eye. Look up at the sky and insert a new strip labeled Steady Confidence. Feel how your body softens as it accepts the new tone. The screen adjusts automatically. Emotional gravity. Theta brain waves is like a gravitational field. When emotions become light and calm, you sink gently into depth. Depth is receptive. Depth is programmable. Returning with emotional authority. Before you return to full waking awareness, affirm internally, my emotions can relax first. When my emotions relax, my mind follows. When my mind relaxes, I enter alpha brain waves. When alpha brain waves stabilizes, theta brain waves opens. And I choose the film. Reality remains the projector. Your internal emotional tone remains the film. And now you understand, to change the screen, you soothe the emotions, you enter alpha brain waves, you drift into theta brain waves, and you rewrite calmly. Emotional exhale. Take a slow breath and imagine exhaling riches into the space around you from your chest and abdomen. As emotion leaves the body, the mind follows it into calm. Alpha begins as emotional quiet. Theta brain waves opens as emotional surrender. You are not forcing depth. You are releasing into it. The film softens. First, picture your emotional state as the texture of a film strip. If it feels rigid, let warmth move through it. As the film softens, the projection becomes smoother. Relaxed emotion creates a steady signal. Calm before control. Mental control does not begin with thought. It begins with emotional neutrality. As you allow your feelings to settle into calm balance, you notice the mind naturally slowing into alpha brain waves. Control through calm. The neutral projector reality does not argue with the film you insert. It simply displays it. So you relax emotionally, not to escape life, but to refine the film. A calm film produces a coherent projection. Emotional coherence. Feel your heartbeat slowing gently. When emotion becomes steady, the internal signal becomes clear. Alpha stabilizes in steady emotion. Theta brain waves emerges in steady emotion sustained. As your nervous system softens. In that softness, you drift from surface awareness into deeper theta brain waves receptivity. From emotional reaction to emotional direction. Notice any reaction inside you. Now imagine turning a dial labeled intensity. Slowly lower it. When emotional intensity lowers, mental clarity rises. You move from reacting to directing. The gentle signal. The quantum field responds to coherence, not strain. Let your emotional tone become smooth and even. Imagine sending a calm, steady broadcast rather than a desperate one. Calm signals travel farther. Emotional gravity into theta brain waves. As emotion becomes heavier with relaxation, heavy with stillness, you sink inward. Thoughts become slower. Images become softer. Theta brain waves is not entered by effort. It is entered by emotional descent. The editing state. Now imagine yourself behind the projector. You are calm. You remove a strip. You insert a strip labeled certainty. Feel how your emotional body accepts the change first. The screen reflects after. Emotional safety. Tell your body quietly, it is safe to relax. When the body feels safe, emotions settle. When emotions settle, alpha brain waves stabilizes. When alpha brain waves stabilizes, theta brain waves opens like a quiet doorway. Relaxing the solar center. Bring attention to your midsection. Allow it to expand gently with breath. As the gut relaxes, emotional tension dissolves. Your internal film becomes clearer. A clear film produces a clear reflection. Calm expectation. Instead of hoping intensely, feel quiet expectation. Expectation without tension. In this emotional tone, imagination imprints more easily. Theta brain waves encodes calm certainty more deeply than forced belief. Emotional rehearsal. Imagine your desired outcome softly. Do not force excitement. Instead, feel the quiet satisfaction of completion. When satisfaction becomes natural emotionally, the projector aligns automatically. Emotional authority. Before returning to full waking awareness, affirm gently, my emotions can settle first. When my emotions settle, my mind follows. When my mind follows, I enter alpha brain waves. When alpha brain waves deepens, theta brain waves receives. And I choose the film. Reality remains the screen. Your internal emotional state remains the film. And now you understand something powerful. Change begins not on the screen, but in the emotional tone you allow within. Take a slow breath. Place one hand gently over your solar plexus, just above the navel, below the sternum. Let your palm rest there without pressure. Imagine that the center of your palm is warm, softly radiant. This is your hand chakra, a transmitter and receiver. Your solar plexus is the emotional projector hub, the place where the film is colored by feeling. Now breathe slowly. As you inhale, imagine your palm drawing in calm energy. As you exhale, imagine that calm flowing directly into your solar plexus. Emotion begins to soften. Emotional softening. Feel your hand warming the solar plexus. If there is tightness, let the warmth melt it. When emotion relaxes, thought relaxes. When thought relaxes, alpha brain waves begins. You do not force alpha brain waves. You allow it through emotional surrender. Establishing alpha brain waves control. Now imagine counting slowly backward from 5 to with each number, your emotional tone becomes smoother. 5. Calming the body. 4. Smoothing the breath. 3. Softening the solar plexus. 2. Quieting the mind. 1. Entering alpha brain waves. This is the control room. You are calm. You are directive. Hand chakra activation. Now imagine that your palm begins to pulse gently. Not physically, but energetically. The hand chakra becomes a bridge between conscious intention and subconscious imprint. Your hand transmits calm instruction into your emotional center. Emotion is the ink on the film. Solar plexus as the film chamber. Visualize your solar plexus as a golden chamber. Inside it, a transparent film strip runs through a projector. This film contains your habitual emotional patterns. Notice the current tone, without judgment. Your hand remains warm. You are about to edit. Emotional clearing. With each exhale, imagine projecting riches into the space around you. The film becomes clearer. Alpha stabilizes further. Drifting into theta brain waves. As the solar plexus softens completely, your mind naturally drifts deeper. Alpha becomes quieter, slower. Now you descend gently into theta brain waves. In theta brain waves, the film is impressionable. In theta brain waves, emotion imprints reality. Aligning with the quantum field. Imagine now that your hand chakra and solar plexus form a circuit. Your palm transmits intention. Your solar plexus amplifies emotional tone. Together they send a coherent signal outward, not strained, not desperate, just steady. The quantum field responds to coherence. You are broadcasting calm certainty. Inserting the new film. Now imagine removing the old emotional film. See it slide out easily. In its place, insert a new film labeled, aligned outcome. This film contains calm success, stability, clarity, riches, whatever you choose. Feel your solar plexus respond emotionally as if it is already natural. Emotional imprinting in theta brain waves. Do not force excitement. Feel quiet completion. Feel the scene as familiar. The subconscious does not distinguish between vividly felt imagination and memory. Your hand remains on your solar plexus, sealing the imprint. Strengthening the circuit. Now imagine golden light moving in a loop, from your mind, into your palm, into your solar plexus, outward into the field, and gently reflecting back. It returns amplified. You are not chasing reality. You are calibrating it. Deep subconscious suggestions silently repeat, my emotions can relax before circumstances change. Calm emotion strengthens my signal. My solar plexus projects coherent instruction. My hand anchors mental control. Alpha brain waves is my gateway. Theta brain waves is my imprinting field. I choose the film. Feel each statement settle into the solar plexus like ink absorbing into paper. Locking the anchor, now gently press your thumb, index, and middle finger together. This becomes your alpha brain waves trigger. Each time you use it, you re-enter this calm control state. Your body learns quickly. Mental control becomes easier each time. Final alignment, rest in stillness for a few breaths. Hand over solar plexus. Emotion calm. Mind quiet. Signal coherent. Reality is the projector. Your internal emotional state is the film. And now, you are consciously editing. When you are ready, count from 1 to 5, open your eyes feeling clear, grounded, and internally directive. 1. Bringing awareness back. 2. Keeping the imprint. 3. Steady breath. 4. Calm confidence. 5. Eyes open. The projector continues running. But now the film has changed. Lie or sit comfortably. Place one hand over your solar plexus. Slow your breathing to a steady rhythm. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale. With every exhale, project riches into the space around you. Repeat slowly, my emotions soften. My body feels safe. It is safe to relax. As emotion softens, thoughts stretch farther apart. You are not forcing stillness. You are allowing it. Count backward slowly from 10 to 1. With each number, imagine descending an elevator from surface awareness into the control room of the mind. At 1, affirm, I am in alpha brain waves. Calm and aware. In this state, you can program. You can receive. You are directive. Press thumb, index, and middle finger together to anchor this state. Allow the breath to become automatic. Imagine your solar plexus as a golden projector chamber. Inside it is the emotional film currently shaping reality. Without judgment, observe its tone. Now imagine removing it. Feel your hand warming the area as if clearing residue. As the solar plexus relaxes completely, you drift deeper. Alpha slows. Theta brain waves opens. Thought becomes imagery. Imagery becomes imprint. Insert a new film labeled stability, expansion, overflow. Do not imagine frantically. Imagine calmly. See scenes of financial steadiness. Feel quiet confidence. Feel bills paid with ease. Feel opportunities arriving naturally. The key is emotional neutrality with certainty. Your hand transmits calm coherence into the solar plexus. Repeat internally, my emotional tone is wealth. My signal is steady. The projector reflects my internal film. Remain here, replaying the calm success scene gently. Visualize golden light flowing, mind, hand, solar plexus, outward field, reflection back. The reflection returns amplified. Not because of force, but because of coherence. Rest in stillness. When ready, count from 1 to 5 and return, carrying the imprint. 2 Golden light and high heart and solar plexus triple alignment system. This system creates a vertical energetic alignment. Step 1. High heart activation. Place one hand over the center of your chest, high heart. Breathe slowly. Feel gratitude, not intense, just steady appreciation. The high heart stabilizes emotional coherence. Step 2. Solar plexus alignment. Move one hand to the solar plexus. Imagine golden light flowing from high heart down into the solar center. Gratitude stabilizes ambition. Emotion becomes balanced power. Step 3. Hand chakra circuit. Now place one hand on high heart and one on solar plexus. Imagine a circuit forming between them. Heart sets intention. Solar plexus projects tone. Hand transmits signal. Repeat, my heart chooses. My solar plexus projects. My hand seals the imprint. When these three align, the film becomes emotionally consistent. Consistency strengthens reflection. On paper, write a simple phrase, I experience steady financial expansion. Remove repeating letters. Combine remaining shapes into a symbol. This becomes your wealth sigil. Use the countdown method, 5 to 1. Use the 3-finger anchor. Feel alpha brain waves stabilize. Hold the sigil between both palms. Place it over your solar plexus. Imagine golden light from your hands entering the paper. But the real charge is emotional. Feel calm certainty. Feel quiet success. Feel stability as already real. Theta brain waves begins as you sustain this emotion. The symbol absorbs the tone. Imagine the sigil dissolving into golden light. It enters your solar plexus. Now imagine that golden imprint radiating outward in all directions. Just steadily. You are not chasing reality. You are projecting coherence. All three systems work together. The ultra-deep induction installs the film. The triple alignment stabilizes emotional coherence. The sigil ritual broadcasts the encoded tone. Reality remains the projector. Your emotional state remains the film. Alpha is the control room. Theta brain waves is the imprinting chamber. And when emotion, imagination, and calm certainty align, the screen reorganizes. Before major financial decisions, regulate breath. Hand on solar plexus. Ask, am I deciding from urgency or alignment? Urgency feels, tight fast pressured. Alignment feels, steady grounded clear. Only act from steady. The nervous system must be regulated before capital moves. At end of day, ask, what emotional tone did I project today? Was I broadcasting expansion? Did my behavior match my wealth identity? Just recalibrate. Your internal tone becomes external behavior. Behavior becomes opportunity exposure. Opportunity exposure becomes revenue. Visualize your business 1 year ahead. See it stable, organized, profitable. Feel calm leadership. You tolerate bigger numbers calmly. Stability precedes scale. You are regulating into wealth.